Hey guys, it's your boy NJ back with more World Cup action. This is a pretty important match. It is Chile versus Brazil. I just uploaded on my channel, or it should be up. Brazil's match versus Chile of the tiebreaker. One of the first tiebreaker matches. This being the second. Valman versus Tomahome. And now we are here with Lazuli versus TDNT. TDNT being the more established player, the more well-known player, and definitely I would say the favorite person in this game. Now, based off of matchup, I don't know, but that did a lot just now, so that is very scary. I'm pretty sure that's AV Pex. AV Pex. If you're saying good game, correct me up. AV Pex is the most important thing in this match, and it's gonna need to be Terra Dark for this to let's just say it needs to be Terra Dark for TDNT to reverse. I feel like favor back to him. If you are Lazuli, I feel like you are just clicking expanding force here. There is no reason to overthink. There's no. I don't even know. Like, it's funny because they asked me for this pace, but I just literally just had it saved, so I just sent it real quick. I don't even remember how this pace looked, like what the sets were. So what I do remember is that Excalibur is completely useless unless the Dondozo dies. If Dondozo dies for whatever reason, then the Excalibur becomes interesting. But yeah. So we'll see. We will see. I wonder, is TDNT gonna double to AV Pegs here? Can AV Pegs even be risked here? If it's, let me just say right now, if it's Terra Dark, I feel like you kind of can't risk it. If you make the play though, I kind of understand it because you are playing already so behind right now. You have a Garg at 52. You have a Corv right now at 60. Again, this is with the assumption that it's not about to die this turn. You really have no way of killing this or pressuring this. Cinderace is the only thing that outspeeds it, and all it does is make it more scary and stronger. So yeah, I don't know, man. And then there's the reality, of course, that this can remove the the water weakness. For example, if Dondozo wants to come in after something dies. So I don't know. Scary times, scary things. I don't know. It's really. I feel like this game is tough to say who's gonna win. I think it's just gonna come down to Terra. It's really just gonna come down to Terra, really on TD. Oh yeah, I think it's Terra Dark. If you are Lazuli here, you better switch to Hat and Scout. You have no reason not to go to Hat and Scout. No reason not to. No reason not to. And if this is Terra Dark, the question becomes, how do you win this game? That is absolutely not Hat. But it's okay. This, well, meh. Well, I don't know. Also, they could have changed this. This could be Terra Dragon for Dozo. I feel like Dozo's 100% coming in. And at the same time, is it gonna? This is a really interesting turn. If you're TDNT, I feel personally, dang, I don't know. Because I want to say you 100% go Dozo here. No, wait, let me think about this for a second. Let me think. Because, okay, here's my thing. My hesitation of saying go 100% Dozo is, if it is Terra Dragon, you will lose. But I'm thinking, does he have no choice? Because even if this is Terra Dragon anyway, does it just win? Okay. I think he does have a choice. So this is an important decision. I was gonna say, like, it doesn't just win. It's really up to TDNT how he wants to approach this. Also, if TDNT like is familiar with how this build goes. Okay, all right, goes for Icicle Spear. Yeah, okay, so it most likely wasn't changed to Terra Dragon, so Dozo's safe, and Dozo safely comes in. Hat comes in now, takes the wave. Oh wait, was the jet button already burned? Oh wait, did I miss that? What the heck? How did I miss that? In fact, did I start this game from the beginning, or did I come in the beginning? I deal this game. I legit forgot. Okay, so all right, so it was burned. Okay, my bad. So the best caliber play earlier was fine. Yeah, it's the like it's not sweeping in this game at all. So that play was fine. And then Hat takes this here. I wonder. I feel like you go in DD here, yeah. And that's gonna also it's not gonna die, thankfully. Thankfully if you're losing it does die, okay, it gets very scary. But yeah, I mean also that prevents Scar from like coming in and then like safely clicking recover. It'd have to get awkward if it recovers. Can't let this die. Terra AV Dark is like the worst thing, honestly, that Lazuli could face. Okay. So what I'm trying to think of is how Lazuli wins. That's what I'm honestly trying to figure out, guys. That's the complicated thing. I feel like if you're Lazuli, you go Great Tusk here. It will take this. It will take this hit. Great Tusk will also cause a lot of recoil to Dozo. I don't think you sack Hat. Dang, Great Tusk would have worked great there. But yeah, you don't sack Hat. Technically speaking, you can... I don't know, this U-turn's kind of free. I don't know, yeah, I don't know. Yo, I swear to God, I want to interject myself into these games. Not like it's not like I would have been in a better chance. I would have had a better chance of winning this game than this Lazuli, like, because this matchup is once you see the Terra Dark pegs, it's just annoying. It's just completely annoying. Dang, that the Terra Dark peg with Dozo was like really the killer. I just feel like that U-turn was free, but I think benefits from the power click. You click knock off your 100%. That's not knockoff. There was no. Okay. You know, I can't say there was no way. I just find it unlikely that. You know what? It's fine. The earthquake is fine. Well, no, I don't like what's happening now. Now I don't like it because this is just getting shipped down too much. What is this at? 40? This can spin here this turn too. Keep that in mind. Yeah, yeah, it does spin. You still outspeed it, so you're gonna win this battle. Unless you get like the lowest roll of all time. Yeah, you win the battle. Tusk is gone. You don't set up rocks here. Dozo is alive. Sets rocks. I don't know about setting rocks. If anything, I'm knocking and think it's okay. No, no. I think you sack Hat there. If you choose to set rocks, Jesus Christ, I don't know about setting rocks. Is rock setting fine? I'm trying to think. I mean, right now it's fine. I don't think it's gonna backfire. I feel like knocking off accomplished more. On the Dozo in particular, I feel like knocking off definitely accomplished more. Man, I don't know. But what I will say is, the Dozo has to attack it here. Oh, this is gonna be fun. And the Dozo attacking here is of course gonna activate the weak armor. This is, of course, going to Shell Smash. And the Wave Crash. Dang, Leftovers would have been great right now. Leftovers probably would have put this in the range 100% of Star Power. I don't know. Like, I don't know what this dozo is. I don't know if it's special defensive based. I don't know if it's physically defensive based. I don't know this build like that, like the back of my hand. Assume Store Power is not gonna kill. Okay. Let's talk about the pros of that not killing. The pros of that not killing is that is at 16%, and a Terra has not been burned. That's the pro. So now the win con is max caliber. Dang, if you're TDNT, I don't know. You may have had to like outplay and go Toxapex on that goes for, oh, why is that? Oh my god, did y'all see that damage? Jesus Christ. No, you cannot let this get shit. Oh, this is being misplayed. I think now this game is lost to Cinderace, unless it's what's it called? Even then, this isn't gonna attack this turn. It's gonna court. What just happened? What's going on, guys? Was that the play? Let me sit back for a second. This game is 100% won by Lazuli now. Let's be very clear. Baxcalibur comes out every day of the week and clicks Icicle Spear, and then Terragon equips and kills the guard. This is very, very simple. Yeah, this game is over. I don't think this was played endgame right. I gotta analyze this because so many turns happen so quickly. I want to make sure I give the best analysis. This game is over. Yeah. Won. Congratulations to Chile and Lazuli. This was confusing. I think maybe this could just simply come down to like a 50-50 turn. Okay, so Lazuli could have maybe played this better, but let's not focus on that. Let's not focus on that because man's won. So, methods to the madness, got the W. It is what it is. That spin turn was pretty pivotal. I was thinking he'd spin just in case like something tries to come out to get sacked because he doesn't want to get the Great Tusk to get low, but that spin turn was pretty pivotal because it allowed Lazuli to get the damage off, and he also wouldn't be in range of another E-Quake. So, the Tusk lived and was around at the end game. Shout out to Marvel. Anyway, so yeah, rocks go up. I don't really know what these rocks did. I guess, if anything, the rocks really set out that turn just then. I still think probably knockoff was the better long-term play, and then sacking Hat. But we're going to move on. Curses. And then sacks. Oh, he sacked it. Yeah, that's the thing. He sacked. Again, Hat should have been sacked, I feel. But okay. Indeed, he sacked. Because I'm trying to give analysis as best as I can, like, off of the turns that did happen. And then, just bear with me. So, we go for Shell Smash here. Wave crashes. Boom. Perfectly fine. Good play by... it's just the play you have to make by TDNT. Like, okay, now this is the turn I feel like that just terms the game. Like, it literally, like, this is the game. This is the game. It is what it is. The game's the game. I think it really just came down to this. I feel like it 100% just came down to this turn, because what did this do? Yeah, it just came down to this turn. If you predict this store power, and you go Toxapex, you win the game. Does he 100% win the game? Ooh-wee. I don't know, y'all. I don't know. I'm pretty sure I'm pretty sure terrifying. I'm gonna run a clock real quick. I'm not gonna put on the computer because I really just want us to focus on. I'm gonna run back these couple turns because these turns are so pivotal. And also, I just prefer the calculator just not showing up in the recording. Just keep it like this. Oh, is this the next game? Oh snap! It's the next game. Dang. Oops. We may have to pause on that going over this end game. But okay, this is a very important match. This is going to determine if Brazil's moving on or if Chile's moving on. Brazil, it seems, went with a I helped Raptor with this team. This is a Raptor build though. And I'm pretty sure, at least by the look of it. I wonder why this was chosen. Back's caliber is very scary for this team. I'm curious how this is gonna go. You know what? It's funny. Raptor told me about this team. One of the reasons why Raptor didn't want to bring it in, I told him to bring it to his match. I didn't really talk to him about this game. But he was concerned about bringing it versus HO because HO like kind of just overwhelms this team build. And he was facing a lot of sticky webs on ladder, and he just got sick of like sticky webs and like, ooh, good play, good play. Good play there. I like that play by Mako. Won the 50-50 turn. I like it. Because if you Moonblast there, you knock it down, and, you know, of course, Lee Storms, I think there's a chance you die, in fact. That's specs. And then, you know, of course, now... okay. So you Lee Storm there, boom, boom, and then, you know, of course, you unfortunately allow the chance of potentially a spike going up. 2 spikes going up, in fact, probably. Or just 1 spike for free, no damage done. And the sash is, of course, still intact. Nonetheless, Tinglu is chipped pretty heavy, which is important for like a lot of things in this game. The Volcarona, the Excalibur, you know, Tinglu could potentially Terra and have to whirlwind this out. Again, the Excalibur is the scariest mod in this game. And of course, there's the Dragonite as well. We don't know if it's mana, but if it's DD, you know, does what it does. As far as, you know, let me go over these players real quick. mncmt is very well known. It's not the mncmt, you know, from Joey and Blenders Live, etc., in his own YouTube channel, but very good player. Goes for Earthquake there. I mean, I can understand it. It doesn't let Excalibur in for free. You know, the big problem with reusing, and we're going to see it here, is like if you reuse a team, then of course, you know, the opponent knows the team. But in this generation, you kind of have to reuse a lot of teams because of the way this metagame is structured. You're kind of forced into using particular builds. Nonetheless, I think based on this team structure by mncmt, based on this team structure, this is 100% heavy duty boots. In fact, this whole team is heavy duty boots. I'm just realizing this has no spin. Okay, so this whole team is heavy duty boots. Now, with that being the case, I feel like Icicle Crash is going to be clicked here. So if this is Terra Water, which I don't remember if it was or wasn't, I hope it is for this team's sake. And just based off this team being weak to rain, I mean not rain. Well, yeah, rain, but more so sun is what I'm thinking of. This is Terra Water. You Terra Water here, I'm pretty sure, and you go for E-Quake again. You gotta beat this 1v1. This is the scariest threat to your team. Like, I'm pretty sure you have to make that play. I can't. No, wait. No, I don't actually think you. No, at the same time, though, if you do Terra Water, it just opens up the wormhole of specs uh, Specs, Golden Go just clicking Shadow Ball over and over and over, and you kind of want Terra for Surledge to potentially win the game for you. Don't know if you wanted that to die. The Excalibur, man, you are frustrating, man. Oh man, Mako, whatever the play was there, I don't even blame mans. I don't blame mans at all. That is some. Now, this play is where it gets interesting. This play right here is where it gets very interesting. I feel like MC. Why am I saying MC? Yeah, I feel like a double's gonna click. I was gonna say you double Shadow Ball. Yeah. Fine double Shadow Ball. I was expecting more so Meow to go out than Gambit, but you know, what works. Is this terrifying? This has gotta be terrifying for the SD so quickly like that. I was gonna say maybe you wanted to go Among Us there. Probably was safer. Yeah, because of terrifying. Gets the knockoff off. This leftover Rocket Hill recoil will not happen. I will say I'm very indifferent on Terra right now. But at least in current, it's gonna get better at home. This what Gambit is, but one of the most annoying interactions is Terra Flying versus Great Tusk. It's truly one of the most annoying interactions right now in the tier. I really can't think of a more annoying interaction. Cause like, what do you even do as a Great Tusk user? The metagame forces you, or just in general, because it's an amazing move, forces you to run knockoff. So you know, it is what it is. Those rocks are pretty important. This is clicking T-board here. Honestly, Mako's not in a bad position because rocks got up. So I don't think this game. Well, no. Let me just put it this way. I don't think this game is over yet. Of course, you definitely view this for MCM being in the favor because of course on Mako's side 4 Mons are dead and none of his are. But I feel like the important thing to keep in mind right now is Terra's been burned. Mako still has the Terra. That Terra bug Surledge is the scariest Mon on the team. You know what? I blanked. I forgot that Meow had to take a T spike. I completely forgot. I mean, had to take a Sludge Bomb to get that spike up. I was thinking that was like healthy all this time. I completely forgot how that turn went. Is this red card? Red card was revealed. I don't. No, nothing was used on it. I don't think it's red card. I'm pretty sure it's helmet. Red card would be great right now, but I don't think. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's not. And something's gonna die this turn, which is gonna be the Among. It has to be the Among. There's literally no other choice. How does Mako win this game? Okay, so Among is gonna be sacked. It's not Among. I don't, no, I don't like this play. You didn't want. Well, I will say the Golden Go. Why? I feel like you could have bluffed it at least. Cause this is gonna. Well, that happens. That's actually pretty tragic that happened. I was just thinking in general, like, yeah, you Terra bug, but okay, it is what it is. It is what it is. Let's move on because this game is certainly not over. I think that actually is going to work out fine. I think that trade is actually pretty good. That's good. Like for Mako, I think you walk out of that shaking hands. Like that was a good trade. Yeah, that was a fine trade. And I think sacking, looking back at it, because I don't know. I was thinking about this from the perspective of Surledge takes on the world. this turn here. I think this not even have to. I mean, it's not even a question. This turn has to go Iron Valiant and has to just take whatever this Ice Crash is gonna give. You pray for a miss. Like, even then, it's not like it's gonna it's not gonna kill you. Even a crit, I don't think kills you, unless maybe Adamant, which I doubt that Excalibur is. The win con is everything in Mako's team staying alive. I don't think that's the play. I don't think Among Us. I don't think you can afford. I think you have to go Valiant. You have to let Valiant take the hit. If it's Ice Shard, it is Ice Shard. Wow. Then I feel like this game was over then anyway to begin with. But okay, let's see how this plays out with, you know, him keeping the Mungus alive. Excuse me, with the Mungus not being alive. I feel like it was needed to pull this out, and I just found it unlikely for this to be Ice Shard. But as we can see, it's Ice Shard, so I don't know if it would have been range. I think if maybe it was Adamant, it would have been. But we'll see. Quick Swoon Blast there. Doesn't go straight Volcarona, which is most likely the best play, because if you go straight Volcarona, it you know, of course, allows Surge. This is an interesting turn here. I think this is a 50-50 turn for the game, potentially. I think this is a very pivotal turn. I mean, I feel bad for both players. Just to be in the position that they're in, like, literally, like, their whole entire teams, if they continue in this turn, is dependent on this turn here. I think, honestly, I still think mncmt is in a better position than Mako. Man, I would have went Surge. Yeah, I understand why Mako made that play though. I'm thinking, do you just stay in an attack and then just? Yeah, I feel like you just stay in an attack and you just hope that Surge can pull it off by itself. Now the double is like, I think this is curtains. Crash. Oh, bulk up's definitely not the play. And then that happens. That should do it. Oh, see that Ice Shard. Yeah, it wasn't even. I don't know, y'all. I don't know. Congratulations to mncmt. Played that well. Played that well. As you guys know, I'm not a fan of HO, but this is a good showing for HO currently. Excuse me, not a fan of HO currently. Good showing for HO. Man, some crazy end games just now. I kind of want to get back to this one. Shoot. Woo. This was tough. But yeah, this end game here was so interesting. Let's see. Toxic picks. Run this back. Let the turns play. I don't know, man. That I will say this is very enjoyable. Like as a viewer, very enjoyable. But I'm sure as a player for the teams that are playing, not enjoyable at all. Yeah, even with the +2, if you run Modest, you're going to need to, yeah, that Terra Blast is going to do nothing. Even with the, oh no, let me not say nothing. So if you're Modest, with Rocks you have a chance to kill, and then, no, you still have a chance to kill. Wow, that does a lot of damage. Jesus Christ. So that killed the. And I feel like that wasn't a. Then I take back what I was saying earlier. I'm actually surprised that does so much. So if anything, that, yeah, it was, and that roll was heavily in. Why does that do so much? Do I have everything right on my couch? Yeah, dude. Wow. That's crazy how that does so much. Wow, Pope, scary. Okay, so point being is, had to go for that. Then I feel like then everything. Oh, then yeah, this was the turn that it came down to then. So yeah, I mean, TDNT did what we had to do, and then just came down to this turn. The armor or not to armor play. Let me think. So if you click Powerball there, what was this at? If you click Powerball there and it does, I just want to make sure I give the best analysis possible. Okay, surfs. We have now 3 turns left. Goes Dozo, sacks it. 2 turns left. Goes Sind. Core changes. If you Powerball there and the opponent goes for Endure, that is 1 turn left. I think you 100% click Powerball. And I think the reason why you're going to make that decision, I have to actually run the calc to make sure that that is the right decision. We're gonna pull up the calculator here. We're gonna pull up the calculator here, folks. 'Cause now we're getting to some heavy calcs, and so I want everyone to be involved with this. Let's see. Let me think. Cinderace. This is going to be HP invested. At least, generally speaking, on the team, it should be. And then we're going to pull up. What's the most important mon? Or Emerge. Ooh, not bad. Yeah, fighting strength check. Modest. Okay. I'm thinking without terrain. So even if this Terra Psychics is not doing enough, right? You know. So my thing is, like, I feel like TDNT's best play was just a Powerball. That Powerball and Endures would have wasted a turn of Psychic Terrain. Then that will allow TDNT to sack the Toxapex. Right? And shoot, in fact, maybe even the Toxapex just, you know, comes in on again, it would have came, especially, let's say, I guess you predict right, and Expanding Force comes. I'm thinking, do you want the Toxapex to, I'm thinking, do you want, if anything, maybe you don't want to sack Toxapex then. Okay, correction. I think you sack Garg and not Pex, because Pex unfortunately allows potentially Baxcalibur to win, because Sledge Bomb, I'm pretty sure, is not taking it out. But then let me run that calc as well, because shoot, Toxapex has already surprised me with how it actually like dies to Terra Fighting. So maybe Baxcalibur is for some reason dying to a Sledge Bomb from that range. Yeah, it's not. Okay, good. Just wanted to make sure. So yeah, you sack Garganagel, and then the terrain runs out, which would have been, you know, this turn, of course. Garganagel should be dead. Even if it's not dead, that is fine, because if this Baxcalibur tries to come in like set up, I mean, it can't do it. Oh, let me think. Let me think. It's so tricky. Okay. This is so tricky. It may have been already over. It may have already been over. I'm really trying to play this out. Again, this is assuming that like both players play this completely 100% right, because who knows, maybe Lazuli could not play this right. But yeah, you sack this, So okay, let's look at turn 26. So in my head, in turn 26, again, Sin's still alive. Let me break it down to you this way. The win con is Cinderace, because Cinderace is able to then get in Blaze range, and I don't even know if it needed Blaze range, but let's say it's gonna be in Blaze range. It should clean everything with Power Ball hitting. And of course, Psychic Terrain being gone means that Armarouge is not able to kill it. But where the tricky part comes in at is if Armarouge no, I think it's fine. I think it's fine. Oof. Because this would have been at 40. I think Garg. Okay, the tricky part is like if Garg lives. Let me see something. What is Garg gonna take? I don't even know what the damage was. I don't know. That Garg had to be heavily special defensive. It took like literally nothing. So that had to be heavily special defensive. And then Armarouge. So yeah, in fact, I keep typing it. If Psychic Drain's gone, it's probably gonna do nothing. Yeah, it's gonna do 31. What is that at? It's at 52. Just trying to figure out what's the best sack. You Powerball. Armarouge endures. Garg comes in. Maybe if anything, you start pivoting around so you die. But because you pivot around, yeah, I think, okay. This end game analysis is taking too long. Okay, so my thing, maybe you, I don't know. No, I don't think you can do that. You can't do that because if Lazuli catches on, can actually no. I don't think it can pivot. I was gonna say it pivots to Hat, but no. The Toxic should be faster, but if it's EV'd, oh my god, this is insane. Okay, so I'm thinking if you keep pivoting around and let's say Lazuli catches on and goes like Hat one of these turns and then Healing Wishes up, the back's over. But that's under the assumption that it's able to outspeed the Pex, because the reason why that wouldn't be like quote unquote, even though it would be probably endgame, the Garg can curse. I don't know. Y'all don't know. I don't know. This endgame is so interesting. And again, it's like on something like both players are gonna play this 100% right. But what I will say is, I'm pretty sure going for Powerball there was the right play. I think that even if Endure is clicked, it works out for you because you're able to burn a turn. And then that burn turn, I think you're going to be able to sack Amon. Yeah. In fact, I think you just, you just sack. I think you just sack Garg the next turn. I think you just sack Garg. Like the worst thing that could happen is if let me think. Like, okay, let's look. Okay, so sack Garg, Drago sack Garg. Let's say armor cam is clicked for some weird reason, which would have to be like Lazuli, like again predicting the Pex. So like the chance of that happening, I mean, it can happen. This is all 50-50 turns, I guess, right? So Garg doesn't die. Terrain's over though. Remember, rocks will not be on Lazuli's side because core change will not be clicked, so the Armarouge will still be alive. That armor cam is probably going to do 20%, but healing Garg will probably be at like 38, 36 around that mark. And then, so wait, does armor cam even kill the next turn? Does not kill the next turn because it will be basically dead. But the thing is, TDNT wants to be dead. That's the thing about it. Yeah, that's the thing for me. It just becomes like, oh man, I don't know, man. I feel like that's such a. I think maybe in fact because of the situation, TDNT is in, and maybe you just gotta play off of the fact that Lazuli maybe chokes. Because you're in such an uncomfortable position, you really have no choice, I feel like, but probably to play for a choke. But I don't think staying in that turn, and I don't think not going for Powerball there was the play. I think Powerball would have won the game. But let me run that calc too, because maybe it didn't. Maybe this game was over nonetheless. Maybe this game was over nonetheless. No, it's not offensive pivot, it's a bulky pivot. Maybe Back's Caliber with some... I don't know, because Back's Caliber would be like sneaky bulky. Maybe it lived. No, I didn't live, yeah. So, let's even remove the Taikibis. Let's drop him for the count. Woo! And then this game. Gets a spike up, Sledge is clicked. Golden Go comes in. Okay, so I guess this turn 50-50. Doesn't matter. Let's move on. I really don't want to like nitpick 50-50s. That's just a 50-50. So, but yeah, mncmt's doing what he has to do. Sets the spikes. Gets some powerful make it rain off. Go free quick. Right play. Rocks does nothing this game. Going free kick was the right play. So fantastic by Mako, realizing that, understanding that. Oh, I mean, well, I should say this wasn't Rocks. This was Spike. So this is the Rocker, right? Yeah. So I mean, Spike most likely wasn't going to accomplish much. Let's just put it that way. And you can't let Best Caliber for free. Goes Golden Go. You know, bluffing Scarf. Because I don't think this is a Scarf. I don't think this is a Scarf for also the reason that if this was Scarf, then the Moon should have been sacked, I feel like, then. And then Golden Go should have came back in to force this out late game. So you just bluff at that turn. SDs, 100% when you see the SD, you know it's going to be terrifying. We played it. We played this game to win. You played knock, right play. Spin, right play. Set up rocks, again, right play. Like, play that sequence out so well. I feel like a lot of unexperienced players may have just kept knocking off, just trying to get as much chip damage on the Gambit as possible, but no, just sets the rocks. Good play. Make sure that Gambit is going to be weak later on in the game. Make sure those rocks are able to, I guess, chip the Golden Go per se. Maybe put it in range of a Ritter Blade. I don't know. So this turn, I don't know. So I was thinking maybe you just have to bluff. Being completely honest. And especially the way that the Among Us was played. Like, I'm thinking maybe there's a plan with the Among Us, but I don't think there was a plan with the Among Us. I think Mako was just trying to figure out sacks. So because there was no plan with the Among Us, I think you just got to throw Among Us out there, let it die, and then bluff Scarf again. I mean, I think that's just what you have to do. It's what you're going to have to do in that turn. I don't think you let this die. The way the Among Us was played, that shouldn't have died. Anyway, Utera here, got no choice. Bitter Blade, cool. Shaft Sneak, cool. Right place. Bax comes in. This is where I don't love it. I don't love it because of especially off the fact that we know. I mean, Mans could have ran calcs too. Icicle Crash could have came in. Could have took it. I feel like you also another thing. You have to play at this point like it's going to be sets that you cannot. That it's the sets that you need it to be. Like, if it's Adamant and Icicle Crash and Ice Kill, it is what it is. There was no way to pull this out anyway. It is. That's it. Like, you have to play like it's the set that can potentially give you a chance to win. If it's a set that you 100% lose, then you 100% lose. Like, you can't change that reality, unfortunately. So Crash, again, Valiant should have came in. I feel like that's just how you look at it. I don't know. Yeah, I think so. I think you just have to just live with having to probably win. I don't know. All right, let's move on. Let's okay. It's so tricky because of the Gambit situation. But no, Gambit, you can outplay that situation. You can outplay that Gambit situation. It's pretty tricky, and it's like a lot of 50-50s you gotta win, but it's outplayable. Because I'm thinking, right? if you go Valiant here, right? You take the Crash. You go for Moonblast. Let's go off of the assumption that mncmt would go for Ice Shard that next turn. That then puts you into a Sucker Punch range. I feel like then you just go on Moon. I'm not saying a Moon would live, but I just find it unlikely mncmt would click SD. It's possible. It's possible. Probably 50-50 turn. I don't know. Does a Moon live? Well, how many things would be dead? There would be 3 allies dead. Thinking if anything, you can just go Among and put it to sleep, and then just win the sleep turns. But then no, if you do that, no. In fact, if you do that, if you put it to sleep, you may have to go Surlage. Yeah, you have to go straight Surlage. You have to win the speed turns with it as you go for bulk up. Yeah, I think that's what has to happen in that situation. I think, because it's like, even with that, I think the fact, well, this is Pokemon for you. Okay, so let me put it this way. What I'm thinking is, let me run this calc, because there's no reason to give deep analysis if you die anyway. Wow. Oh, yeah, I need to put Among Us, Spore, physical defensive. Pretty sure it's more defense, but Rocky Helmet's also pretty important too, because what was that at? Wouldn't kill it, but still pretty important chip. So Katal, if it SDs, does it kill it? There's a chance. I think you're gonna have to probably go off that chance that it doesn't. Yeah, like you just gotta go for Rose. Another thing, you just help things in your favor. Okay, so here's my thing. You go Valiant, take it, kill the Bascalibur, assuming this is again with the assumption that it stays in, because it does not have to. If you Moonblast and it goes, if it goes Volcarona, I mean, that again, that introduces the Surlage potential. Come from behind, inspirational story. I don't know. We'll see. And it may be able to pull it off. I don't know. Let's move on. But yeah, let's go on the assumption. Let's say you kill it. Okay, cool. That means King Gambit comes in. 50-50 turn. Sucker or not sucker. Let's say you go Among. What he does is what he does. If he suckers, cool. If he SD's, cool. I mean, it really doesn't matter for you. You really just gotta hope that you're able to get the Moon to put something to sleep. Moon comes in. Let's say SD's, you live. If you don't, I mean, game over. And this game was over anyway, so it is what it is. You go Gambit. Let's say you predict the sucker, then you're in really good position. We're gonna move on that from the. Let's say that prediction was made. Let's say normal play is made, right? And mncmt goes to sucker and playing it safe, and then you go Among. Sleep. We're going with the assumption that Bascalibur is dead. So the Mons left are a Flying Gambit, which leftovers is knocked off. So when it comes into those rocks, potentially. And let's say he won't even go Gambit. In fact, he'll probably go D-Knight because he doesn't want the Gambit to take the rocks. So let's say D-Knight comes in that situation is going to be clicking E-Speed, which is also perfectly fine, because guess what? You're going straight Among Us and you're putting something to sleep. So in that situation, I would imagine chooses Volcarona to go to sleep, which is fine for you. It's fine for you. I think you probably got to get some sleep. Because I'm thinking, if you go... So the thing is, the Volcarona has to stay asleep for that to be effective. Because I'm thinking, like, he can't, I feel like, safely go D-Knight. Oh my god, this endgame... I feel like this endgame should have been a lot nuts. A lot more crazy than it actually ended up being. Both of these endgames probably. I've overanalyzed and superanalyzed this too much. It's time for me to go. It's your boy NJ. I'm out, peace.